We talk a lot about growing an email list, like having your freebie, having the quiz or the opt-in to get people to join your email list that could potentially become your customer. But a lot of times what you don't hear people talk about is what do you do once they're on your email list? Because sometimes we feel like, do I always sell to them? Do I always have to send all these like sales emails to them? Or listen, what do I actually do with the people once they're there? And so today I want to give you some tips that I've learned from business coaches I've worked with over the last 10 years that's going to help you with that answer and be able to actually make more money from email. Welcome back to another episode of the Keenya Kelly podcast. Today we're talking about what do we do about the people that are on our email list? Because, we have all learned how to get people on email, but then we're like, now what? Now we have also been on a lot of people's email lists too. And we find ourselves going like, do I want to stay here? Do I want to leave? Or just like hitting unsubscribe to all of them or whatever. Well, today I really want to teach you ways to like keep people on your email list, but also like what to do once they get there. Now, I will say this has been trial and error, and I still have my challenges with people marking my emails as spam, people getting the free thing and unsubscribing, which we cannot control. I'm just going to tell you just some of the things that my coaches have told me over the years and things that I have been adapting in my business. And so one of the things to understand is that before you start like writing emails, you have to first understand something that like a person's email is kind of similar to their phone number, right? And when they choose to give you their email address, they are saying, you have permission to contact me, right? So you ever get those spam texts or spam calls and you're just like, how did they get my number, right? Or you start getting these spam emails because you signed up for one thing and now they sold your email to other people and you just get so disappointed or frustrated. You're like, how did they get my email? Well, the difference between that and your email list is that your people actually have said, I want to communicate with you. I want you to communicate with me, that I like you to some degree, and something you said or did or gave me has caused me to come and join your community on email. So the first thing to note is that they already like you. They already know you a little bit, and they have already given you permission to contact them, right? Now, what they did not give you permission to is to always just sell to them, right? It's kind of like you meet a guy or gal and you give them their phone number. You did not give them permission to just do all this crazy stuff, right? Just selling, stuff through text message or whatever. We didn't give them, our number for that. We gave it because we have some level of interest when we want to get to know them potentially. And so when people choose to give you their email address, it's an invitation to relationship. And when we look at relationships, we don't go from phone number to marriage, like as in like right then, right? So people typically don't go from like opting into something for free to like buying a high ticket item. Typically, they just don't do that. Some of them will, but most people do not do that. It is a relationship. And so in sales, we also know that there is like a process where someone comes into your system as a lead, and now it's an opportunity to engage with them, right? So what does it look like on email? Have you ever like opted in? Okay, for example, my cats go to VCA Pet Care, right? And when I went to them, they send me a receipt on email, which gave them permission to email me. Now, if all they were doing was always selling me their products, I would 100% unsubscribe because first of all, I didn't quote unquote ask to be on the email, and I don't want always be sold to, right? But what VCA Pet Care does instead is they send like an email every 2 weeks or so giving me tips on my cat. One of my cats is little, one of my cats is older, and I get a series of emails that is teaching me about how to care for my senior cat and then how to care for my little cat, right? And these emails are so valuable to me because I don't know how to care for them best because they are my pets, but I'm not a doctor or a vet or what have you. You know what I'm saying? And so as it pertains to people joining your email list, this is an opportunity for you to begin nurturing that relationship, okay? So for example, let's just say someone opts into our 10 video templates. We have some templates that are free, and then this is how you can create content on TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or Facebook Reels. And when someone opts in, that is them saying, hey, I want some guidance on how to create short form video for my business, right? They told me that by opting in. So now to nurture that relationship, I can continue sending them content on a regular basis, teaching them about short form video marketing, teaching them about confidence, about fear, about presentation, about hooks or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? And so one of the things that I do is when someone opts in, right, we automatically have a series of emails that are all set up in that sequence. So what does that mean? So first of all, when they opt in, they get our confirmation email that says, hey, you opted in, here's your thing, right? And then the next email, which may be the next day or a couple days, we offer them something complimentary that will help them in addition to that free offer. Now it's a paid offer, but it's not very expensive or whatever. And then we may send one or two other emails about that. But on a regular basis, I send out an email twice a week, once on Mondays. That Monday email is typically me talking and teaching, serving them about something business and marketing related. I am honest, I am transparent, and I am helping them in areas that I think they need help with based upon, my community. Okay. Right. And then on Thursdays, we send an email, which is called the review, which is a recap, because I have a podcast that comes out. I have my YouTube videos that come out, and I'm teaching and talking on social media and all the things throughout the week. And a lot of times my community may not have seen it because they are focused on something else, right? Or their own thing. And so that email that goes out on Thursdays is the review. It's just teaching them and serving them, right? Now, this is what we do every week, okay? And so in the midst of those emails, they may see an offer to be able to purchase this, or they may see an offer to be able to purchase that. But for the most part, I am continuously talking, teaching, and serving them with what it is that I do and why they came. Now, there will come a time when people say, I'm not interested. Like if we're in a sales journey of a course that we're offering, our emails will be consistently talking and teaching about that course until the course closes, right? And the people that say, I like her, I love her, I may not want this offer right now, but I still want to be here on this email list will stay. The people that join and it's like, all I wanted was my thing, now she's doing too much, then they may hit unsubscribe. But the thing is that you don't really care about this sounds mean, but you don't really care about the people are leaving. You care about those that are staying, because those that are staying have said, I opted in. I've enjoyed your emails thus far. I even enjoyed these sales emails. I just may not be interested in this particular offer right now. Okay. And so that is just really important to know that when you're communicating that you're going to lose some people and you'll gain some people, but that's the nature of business. And some of the people that left may come back for the next offer that you have or what have you. But my strongest recommendation is that, teach people. People came onto your email list because you teach about skin. Teach them about skin. Summer's coming. Talk to them about the sunscreen. Talk to them about chlorine. Teach them, talk to them, because I know you want to sell them something, right? They know you want to sell something, but it's a process. And so the moment they come into your funnel, it's like, okay, we're opening up the doors to a relationship that they have said that they want to be in with me. And you get to guide what that relationship looks like, right? That's kind of like right now you're listening to the podcast, or you may be watching on YouTube. And so you've given me permission to upload an episode. Right? So you subscribe to the YouTube channel and you get a notification. You go, oh, I want to see more of that. Right? Or you listen to the podcast and you get a notification. There's a new episode or whatever. Right? It's a relationship. Okay. And so that's the same thing that you want to be doing and thinking about as it pertains to email marketing. Don't just send things when it's time to make a sale, like when it's Christmas or when it's Black Friday. No, you want to be talking to people, right? There's a guy on the internet named is Darius Cooks, and he's a whole mood. He does whatever he does with his community and all the things. And when he releases something, kaboom, he talks to his audience every single night on Instagram Live. That is his thing. And that is what he does with his community. He talks about petty things. He talks about all types of stuff that his community just loves. And when he launches something, when he drops something, I think he made like multiple six figures recently off of somebody gossiping, saying something bad about him. So he was like, all right, we're going to take that and turn it in and make money with it. And he made multiple six figures with, you know, a scandal or whatever, when someone was talking about him badly. And so the same thing goes for you. Like, if you want to, you know, build a community, if you want people to purchase the thing you have to offer, then you have to like understand that one of the things you want to do on a regular basis is talk to your people, build community. Now, it is not easy. You know what I mean? Like, I was not raised around touchy-feely people or around people that want to like love on me and all this stuff, or like it's not normal for me to like know that people know my name or things about me or whatever, or wanted to be connect with me or whatever. You know, like when I did social media marketing world, I spoke at it and people knew who I was and wanted to take a picture. I was like, oh, this is really cool, you know? And so that's not normal for me. And so I am, as a marketer, as a person who creates and teaches, I have been saying to myself, hey, these are good people. These are just people that want to get to know you because you put yourself out there on the internet and now they're part of your community. And I'm like, okay, like this is what that looks like. And so the same thing that it looks like in person when you're meeting people is the same thing that it looks like when you are, when they're on email. Okay. So I'm not saying you got to tell everybody all your business on email, but it's really a good opportunity to just connect. You know, my audience knows I'm having a major surgery in August and they're like, oh, we're going to pray for you. And I'm like, okay, I'll let you guys know when it's time. You know, my friend will update everybody on social when I'm out of surgery, and then, you know, a couple days, and then when I'm fine, then I may show up again on video or whatever, because I'm building a community, not because everybody has to know all of my business, because I'm building a community. And so as it pertains to email, that's kind of how you want to look at it, as, hey, I just started this new relationship with these person, or 10, 20, 100, or 1,000 people. How can I nurture it? And it's by serving them, not just selling. And like one email a week is what you probably could do. Okay. So if you found this valuable, please let me know. I'm always like, I want to hear from you, see from you, whatever. So you can tell me on YouTube at Keenya Kelly, or you can tell me on Instagram or anywhere. So thanks so much for watching and listening.